Our story starts out like many others. It's about a man. Just like any other man, but this man is filled with rage, and that makes him cranky. He doesn't deal with others so well, and blames everyone but himself for his shortcomings. Our story begins earlier today during a play session of the ever so awesome YouTube commentator, Crazy Penguin. That's crazy. With an H. Just kidding. I thought about doing the whole video like that, but yeah, no. So, I was playing earlier today, and I was invited to a demolition lobby, which never happens. 99.9% of the people who actually play on PC probably don't even know that it's a feature. So, I accepted, and proceeded to get my butt kicked by what seemed like an organized team. Well, it probably wasn't one, but it felt like that way at the time. After the game, I'm sitting in the lobby, and this guy named Malice, who I call Rage Man, was raging at his teammates, even though they had just won. I wish I had recorded the conversation. He was mad that they didn't draw the game out longer. Apparently his 100 plus kills wasn't enough. One guy tried to plead his case saying that he wasn't so worthless, and he managed to defuse a bomb, but that's exactly what Rage Man didn't want him to do, because it shaved a minute or two off the game. He wanted a super lopsided 200 plus kill game. Normally it's at this point where I just peace out and find a better lobby. I was invited to play on the opposite team and lose for the sake of this D-bag who was good, but not that good. Good enough to exploit the game mode. Demolition has a few rules or tendencies that make it easy to exploit for a high score. The biggest of which is the spawn system. The spawns never flip, so spawn trapping is easy if you have a very aggressive team, and they did. And you can aim your score streaks at the spawn and get quads each time, easily. And number two is that the game can last a very long time if you allow certain bombs to be planted or avoid defusing some others. I assume he was mad because his team wouldn't listen to him, which is why I know I was wrong when I first assumed that he was within a full group. Like I said, this is when I would have normally left, but I wasn't in the mood to give up. I decided that this guy was being a douche and I wanted to make his fun less fun. I pondered how to do that. He wasn't using tactical insertion, so EMP nades wouldn't truly piss him off, and his score streaks with the Hellfire missile and lightning strikes, so the FHJ wouldn't work. I simply had to find him and kill him faster than he could kill me. So I started using my ever so handy and super trusty Remington 870. And off of every spawn, I would simply try my hardest to clear out their positions. The guys who posted up in our house, the people who hid behind the bus, and if I could make it that far, I would post up in their house and grab them as they spawned in. My goal was to be a total asshat and screw the objective because it simply wasn't an option with how aggressive they were and how ineffective my team was, and that's putting it politely. In the end, I achieved my goal. Malice called me out, said I was a noob for using the shoddy, which is a mentality I'll never understand. I'm going to use whatever kills the best. Why don't you? Whatever gun is perfect for the scenario I'm in, or to achieve what I'm trying to accomplish, and in Black Ops 2, that's a Remington on small maps. Just like in MW3, it was akimbo machine pistols as my backup. I've covered the topic of self-imposed rules before in a video if you want a better explanation of why it's stupid. So yeah, he was mad, raged at me for killing him with a gun that kills better than he would have liked, and then he left the lobby to find easier prey. Mission accomplished. I couldn't follow him even if I wanted to. You can't chase people on the PC. There's no option to join a session of a person who isn't on your friends list. So that was that. And you might be thinking that that's the end of the story, but it's not actually. That's just the setup. Gift off in some other game modes, like the new Kill the Night game mode, which is the stupidest game mode in any Call of Duty ever. I'll have a rant video about that out soon. I stopped to eat some lunch, and then I jumped back on, joined up to a domination lobby, and who do I see? Malice, or Rage Man, and I don't think he noticed me. The map was hijacked too, which was my favorite map to use the shot on. And once we got in game, I made sure to let him know what to expect, so I left him a message. He said something racist, and then I beelined it to their side of the map. Luckily, I was running an interesting set of score streaks. All of them were meant to give me the best killing potential without being super high up on the list. I don't trust myself to get dogs in Swarm, especially with a shotty on a tiny map. I just can't live that long. But I did manage to get these, and once I did, Malice was nowhere to be found. The Rage Man rage quit. I ended the match 41-2 and felt really bad for the two guys who stuck it out to the very end. You guys are champs. Anyway, that's story time for today. Rage Man tried to exploit a game mode to ruin the fun of some people, so I returned the favor and he got mad. I found him later when he didn't have an aggressive team at his back and showed him that I too can snowball some baddies in a pub game, which is no reason to feel entitled. Your teammates aren't yours to command and I don't like being spawn trapped. Also, the shotty might be a little OP. Take a second to like the video, guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. My name is Crazy Penguin. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the game.